So, about my blog. So, it didn't go quite as I planned that this blog would go. Um, After I got to London, I didn't realize how go we were gonna be. So by the time I'd get back in the hotel at night, it'd be like past midnight. But I did try to keep it up in London. I did do a good job at that, I think. Um, but after London, that became a very interesting time. So the Wi-Fi in Paris and Rome was terrible. Our hotel, it was pretty bad Wi-Fi, so I couldn't upload things the way I could. So I tried to keep as many pictures as I could on Instagram. Um, I didn't put any up on Facebook. It was a little like for certain areas you have to have passwords, and then for passwords you gotta ask the people. It's not necessarily free Wi-Fi all the time. Um, so there's only been like hits here and there that I could post. So I tried to keep it up as much as I could on Instagram. But I just basically finished now. I gotta upload this video. Um, but overall, the trip was amazing. Like I couldn't ask for a better time, better people to be with. The people I met on the trip, or just overall strangers or guides, were amazing. People, they're all very nice. Kind of wasn't really fully expecting that. I mean, I'm from the North Country, which is, everybody knows everybody going into the city. It was different than what I expected, and I didn't really experience culture shock too much because, I mean, it was a very short trip. It was only like 2 weeks. Um, but I did notice like some differences. Like, I noticed the the way that the parents interact with their children is different than I guess here. They're more like they really drag their kids. Like they don't. It's not like they take the time to make sure the kids like right there. They're a little bit more like open about having their kids want like be about. That was just different to me. In in Italy, Italy was my favorite. Beyond, it was just Italy was the best. uh, the people there, they even like I tried doing some Italian there. I did a pretty good job. I did a good job in France. I did really good with my French. I was really digging deep to 10th grade. Um, but they like if you were to say a sentence like half in English and then a bit in Italian, they could pick it up and they really appreciated each effort you took. And on Italy, I think was the easiest way to, besides London because it's English, but was an easier way to interpret because the um, the people there they use hand gestures to help you out a lot more when they're trying to talk to you if they don't really know a particular word. Um, they're more willing to help you than the people I noticed in France. They're a bit more of like if they didn't know or if they barely knew any, they just did not want to help. They didn't really want anything. So I had to really like I had to use Google Translate, which was all right. Not particularly almost what I wanted interpreted, but um, nothing turned out bad. Um, but it was fun. I just really wanted to say I'm sorry about not keeping my blog completely up to date. But if you followed me on Instagram, you saw more of what I was doing basically every day. Um, and I couldn't ask for a better trip. My best friend, my boyfriend, came with me on this trip, which was equally amazing. I that trip was a lot of fun. I'm glad I met the people that I did, and I even I didn't put this I didn't post this because I didn't know if it was my place to post it, but I my boyfriend and I helped another couple out. She proposed to her girlfriend in front of the Trevi Fountain. Um, it was after our dinner, so we walked with them because we were like low key recording it, so it'd be a surprise for one of the girls. Um, and it was the queue, and everybody, it was packed because it was also the Christian event in Italy where the witch flies from down from the sky and gives candy to all of the children. Um, the January 5th celebration. Um, and everybody, there was like a lot of people around the Chippy Fountain because everyone, it was just dying down for the night because all the squares were jam packed with like 30,000 people, just about like almost every square. But yeah. Um, so she got down on one knee and proposed, and it was the cutest. I got it on my Polaroid. I I have tons of Polaroid pictures. It was great. I did have some issues with lighting. I totally forgot about certain things because I haven't really gotten into my Polaroid outside, which was a new thing for me. Um, but trial and error. So after she proposed, we started like yelling, clapping, screaming, and then all of a sudden, everybody around the Chivy Fountain started clapping, and it was beautiful, and I couldn't have asked to be part of a greater experience than that. It was beautiful. I'm so happy for them. Congratulations. I don't know if they're gonna watch this. Anyway, um, but yeah, I had a lot of fun. We had some bumps along the way, trying to figure out navigation wise. I think navigation wise, Paris was a lot more tricky. Paris, you had to pay attention to where the train started and ended, plus the north, south, east, and west directionality. Um, in London, it was super easy. You just had to look at the line that you were on and where you needed to go, and make sure that the line ended where you needed to go in the direction you needed to go. Um, Rome, we didn't have a ton of like free time because Seth and I signed up to do a lot of things. Like we went to the Roman catacombs, we did pasta making class. Um, what else did we do? Went to the Colosseum, we went to Vatican City, we did basically a day in Florence. So we were more of like go, go, go with other groups of people. So we weren't navigating in Italy too much by ourselves, um, which I think would have been a lot harder. I know that in Italy a couple times we called for Uber basically. I took my first Uber ride. That was interesting. It was actually an Uber van was the first time. The second time was a car. Um, but um, it was a lot of fun. I keep repeating that, but like I hope you can tell in the pictures that I posted like everything I've done, and just I hope that it helps inspire you to go if you want to go. This whole trip really wasn't that bad for price wise. I mean, of course, anything over like $1,000, you're as a college student, you're like, wow, no. But it was fun, and I really appreciated all the time and effort that went into this. I think I paid like a little over $3,500 for this trip, and this group is specifically for like 18 to 28 years old, I believe. Unless they got rid of that age restriction, because I know they just changed some things about the program. But my tour director was absolutely amazing. He spoke 4 different languages: English, Italian, French, and Spanish. He's an amazing guy, very very knowledgeable and very open minded, and just always if you needed something he got it right then and there. He was that kind of person on top of his stuff. Um, and Rome was his home city, so he really he really let loose there. That was great. Um, so yeah, I met a lot of good lifelong friends, and I hope that whoever's watching this or looking at this vlog, I hope you go. It's really a lot of fun, and Seth and I are thinking about doing a next trip, hopefully next year. I don't know. There's so many places you can go. There's so many options on the trip. Um, I hope, I really hope everybody gets a chance to do this. It's an experience and it's worth it. It's worth the money. It's worth everything. Um, so yeah, I hope you enjoy and thank you for coming on this journey.